assuming it's that next day. Willow's in there. She's all chipper. She's bringing gifts. The perfect thing. A cancer patient with a brain tumor needs on basically the eve of her surgery.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beer helmet.
She's so stupid.
I think that's a fun and fine idea. I've known, unfortunately, a few people with brain cancer, and I'm sure either one of them would have enjoyed having a beer, like a double fister too, beer helmet. Also gives Dawn a book of witchcraft that doesn't have any spells. Like history.
I've always wanted a beer helmet, but I don't drink beer, so I never bought one.
You could have put other things in it.
A Coke helmet, like a Coca-Cola helmet.
You don't call it a Coke helmet.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, Coca-Cola helmet.
How dare you?
No, you know what?
The straws don't go to the mouth. If you know.
Yeah, more my favorite soft drink beverage, the Dr. Pepper helmet.
Oh,
yes.
Wouldn't you like to be a pepper?
Yes, I would definitely like being the pepper.
No, saying no. You know that jingle. No, wrote that one. Barry Manilow. It's going to bring us all back to Angel. We're going to talk about tomorrow.
The Dr. Pepper jingle. Yeah.
Oh, sure. He wrote tons of them.
Shout out to Barry Manilow.
Like in the 70s. Like, I'm sure he made more money.
Where's Mandy?
Oh, it's there. It was there at the same time. Anyways, gives Buffy her homework. Turns out she's like, I'm going to probably just drop the class. Stuff like that. Willow doesn't give her really too much crap about this because, again, Buffy has some things going on. But Joyce says that she would take that homework, tear it up, and stick it in bed with her.
Mm-hmm.
This is where Buffy has to say things to Dawn. It's like, mother has a mass on her brain,
mm-hmm.
and it presses down, and sometimes it makes her say things she doesn't mean and doesn't remember. You have to just kind of let these things slide. Just some weird things every once in a while.
Yeah.
Willow's saying, after the operation, she's going to be normal. Don't worry about it. While they're talking outside the room, though, that guard, the first guard you see Glory stick her fingers into,
mm-hmm.
is walking around. Turns out he's going home. He's there with his wife he was talking about.
So she didn't kill him.
Nope. All these people, this
mm-hmm.
mental ward has been filling up. They've been stacking mental patients one on top of the other. Seems that now they have to say, well, we gotta get them out of here. Anyways, while he's going, and he's going on about is all his mental patient talk, he sees Dawn and says she has no data. She doesn't belong. Mm-hmm. Another person saying this about Dawn, for God's sakes. And then Ben's gonna show up. And that's when he tells me, this mental ward, there's just too many. Gotta let him go. Don't worry about it. So we're going to see, for some reason, in the midst of all this, Tara and Willow just hanging out on a rooftop. I could imagine maybe that's the dorm. Like that's Tara's dorm or something like that. They're up on the roof watching the stars. Tara's made up her own constellations because the other ones never really made sense to her. Like the giant pineapple, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And also, here comes a shooting star that's going crazy, but it's not a shooting star. It seems to be a huge meteor. Crashes right there in Sunnydale. Oddly, no one pays attention to it, except our friendly Scoobies.
Mm-hmm.
But one other person didn't pay attention to it either. That's that same guard. So Ben's talking about how, they have to release these patients home to their families. That had happened that night. Within moments, this man with clear mental issues is just wandering alone by himself in the forest, in the park, I guess you would never.
Mm-hmm.
No one's looking for him. You never hear anything. And immediately something falls on him and drains him of his life. Ferris. How many times do we have to say, if you have to bring a mental patient home, just keep an eye on him, at least for the night? He didn't even make it.
He didn't make it 3 hours.
They give doctors a lot of crap.
Yeah.
But just sending patients home. And then we got another patient that just wants to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And starts arguing. Joyce needs to get out of there for whatever reason. She doesn't want to spend the night at the hospital before her surgery. She wants to head home with Buffy. Doctors say, whoa, 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 we can take care of you here.
Mm-hmm.
It's what this hospital does. And Joyce starts having it like a temper tantrum, saying she can't be stuck there 2 days, even though I'm sure they said like your operation was like the next day or something like this. All of a
Yeah.
sudden it's 2 days to push it over, so that's fine. Anyways,
Yeah.
Buffy
I don't
starts.
like how small is this hospital in Sunnyvale that they can't like where how many doctors do they have that they keep pushing the surgery?
Well, I'm sure their mental institution or whatever didn't have that many beds.
Mm-hmm.
So to have the explosion
Mm-hmm.
of mental patients in there and brain affected people,
Mm-hmm.
they had to say, well, we had to triage it a little bit. Some of those who aren't the super worst, and they got to go home with the family. But Joyce was there. Like Joyce had a comfortable bed,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "Oh, where am I?" Buffy's like, Where would she feel more safe and secure than her own home? That's like her own home. How many times has that home been attacked?
A lot. So her home was literally not the
That's
safest
literally
place.
the worst.
Worst.
The worst place
Literally.
in Sunnydale she could be, except
Because
perhaps.
not because vampires aren't allowed in, but other monsters can just bust through the window. That's
Yeah,
happened what? How many times has a random monster busted through the window, Rob?
too many times.
Too many times to count.
Zombies. There's been
Zombies?
a zombie attack. Thanks
Yes.
to a mask she just happened to bring home.
Mm-hmm.
Her friend died, and she never mentions her again. Also, a robot.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's been a lot happening in that house.
There was that
Probably
party where everybody died at her house.
zombies.
Yeah, that was the
Zombies.
zombies. Yeah, that was the zombies. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the vampire
her and her
attack.
friend getting liquored in the kitchen, bitching
Mhm.
about Buffy the Runaway.
Yeah, you see how there's been so many attacks. I got one attack mixed up with another attack.
Too many.
Too many
There's too many.
attacks.
Why would you bring her home? Now,
Yeah,
at the same time, though, there is
hospital's
that
not
there's
hospital's
that
not safe at all. At
there's
all.
that bug alien
Yeah,
just crawling across the ceiling. So maybe
they
it's
were right.
you got a 50-50 shot.
Yeah,
50-50
50
shot.
shot.
Yep. Scooby's out patrolling. This time, Tara and Anya are with them. Riley showed up, which is nice. Nice of them
Highly.
to do. Yep. So they find this crash site. Of course, nobody else has ever been there. No one else paid attention to Sunnydale at all. Of course, maybe this isn't a super odd thing to happen in Sunnydale. They've had
Yeah, they're like,
odder
oh,
things. There's been a worm. There's been a
yeah,
worm.
yeah.
It-
So
little
their
blue.
mayor tried to kill everybody. So like, it's just another Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday night.
Yeah,
Sunnydale. Something crashed. It's like, well, at least it didn't,
kill everybody.
blow the school up. It's
Yeah,
happening in a park, for God's sakes.
yeah.
Anyways, they find this meteor. It's hollow. And they can say, uh-oh, this is probably not great. And they assume that something slithered out of it. Giles, I did like when he said, well, we can't assume that it slithered. And Anya was like, no, it probably bounced and frolicked its way out. Good for Anya. She gets it. So Riley finds this black goo inside his throat, which is an
Mhm.
awful way to go. Anyways, and it stinks. And it stinks. Now, we don't like it happens a couple other times. We don't hear about the smell, stuff like that. So maybe that was just the man's halitosis that made it. No one
Mhm.
ever said maybe a little mouthwash before strolling around, out of your mind in the
Yeah,
park.
yeah.
Just
Always brush your teeth.
two things you got to do. Mother always said, make sure your breath smells fresh, and clean underwear in case a space bug jumps on you.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
doubt either one of those things happen. It's the way people act in Sunnydale is,
Hmm.
they just let a couple standards slide. That's how the vampires happen.
Yes.
It's in the rules.